There was this famous art author named David who had written quite a few best selling horror novels. All the literature critics praised his talent for plot twists and surprise endings. He received a large amount of fan mail every day, and some budding authors even sent him manuscripts in hopes that he would help them get their work published. While David took the pleasure in responding to the letters from his fans, he even took in more pleasure in stealing the ideas of amateur writers. If he came across a manuscript with a great idea for a scary story, he would use it in his own pretty much books and deny the author any credit. Then, in order to hide his theft, he pulled some strings with his friends in the publishing industry to make sure that the original author never got anything published in the future. One day, David received a few manuscripts in the mail. He was bound with a beautiful hardcover book. He read the first chapter and he felt how he knew how the story would end. As he continued reading, he became more and more certain that he could guess the twist ending. It was growing late, but he wanted to finish reading the manuscript to see whether or not it was right. When David came across to the final chapter, he realized that the last few pages of the book were stuck together. Anxious to read any further, he pulled the pages apart. He felt increasingly tired, but he still kept reading. Finally, he came to the end of the book. It was exactly the twist ending as he had anticipated. The husband that hanged himself just as his wife was coming meeting death in the next room. David made a mental note to steal that idea to use it in his next story. Just then, he noticed that the words "the end" was handwritten comment from the author. It read, "I already know what you're planning to steal your story ideas. I know because you did the exact same thing to me the last time I sent you manuscripts. You published it under your own name and didn't give me any credit. You ripped me off and blacklisted me in the industry. Nobody will accept my novels anymore, and I will never again be able to publish anything I write. You have ruined my life, and now I am going to have my revenge. You had to pull apart the back pages in order to read this, didn't you? While those pages contained pretty much a poison aesthetic, to be precise. Are you feeling tired? That is normal. It's one of the symptoms of aesthetic poisoning. Soon your heartbeat will get slower and slower until it eventually stops permanently. Don't bother trying to call an ambulance. You'll be dead before they arrive. You have already been exposed for too long. Goodbye, David. Some twist endings can be very hard to predict." Well, that was another kind of creepypasta, and that was twist ending a creepypasta. My final thoughts on the story. I honestly remember Creepypasta Jr. narrated this story like a while back, and Night Spirit recently just read this story, so I thought I would go ahead and check out this one. The fact about that this is about an author who is stealing manuscript ideas, using it without, other authors' permission for his stories. Honestly, this is honestly one of the great plots I could ever see working in a creepypasta or something. Honestly, when I first saw this story, I honestly can definitely say it's a really good, well made creepypasta. It's definitely well made in details, and it honestly was one of the good stories I have never thought I would see in my life. But it's still a pretty good pasta. Now I could definitely say there's a lot of great facts about this, like about here's the thing. I mean, the fact that the author, who not author, but the protagonist in the story, got his comeuppance at the end. Honestly, I was expecting that to be the case, and it did. And it worked because, well, the author pretty much is dead. But while I can definitely say this is a really great concept, I honestly can see this being the case with any author, really. But only if they're, doing stuff like stealing, manuscripts without giving any credit to the person who originally had the idea and the manuscript and stuff. Honestly, the David person in the protagonist got his karma at the end. And that is honestly something that I can definitely say, he got his comeuppance. So it's still a pretty good story. I personally really enjoyed it. I thought it was well made. It was really good, well done. I personally thought it was nice. So, is there anything else I have to really say? Well, it's still a pretty good pasta. I personally really thought it was enjoyable and stuff. So, anyways, I guess with that being the case and with that being said, I'm just going to say this is just simply my own personal opinion. Now, I can't say who's the author behind this story because it doesn't say. But if the author of this story manages to stumble across this video, he or she, they can let me know if they're the original author of the story. If they comment in this video, I'll be sure to give them proper credit. The grammar was pretty good, as well as the sentence structuring and stuff. Everything about it was just really amazing, and it does state a really good facts. And I mean, I've seen twist endings before, so it's not the first time I've seen it. So you could definitely say I definitely really appreciate the good of this pasta. It's still a pretty good story. I personally really thought it was enjoyable. So, I guess with that being the case, and with that being said, I'm just going to sit here and say right now that I'll leave a link in the description down below so you guys can go check out this story if you haven't. And if you really like this story, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. So, like I'm going to say, this is just simply my own personal opinion. And if you happen to disagree with me, that's perfectly fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions in regards to these creepypastas. This is just simply my own personal thoughts. I'm gonna give this story at least a what should I give it? Oh yeah. I'm going to give this story at least a 10 out of 10. It's a really great story. It's definitely well made. It's really enjoyable. I personally really thought it was nice. So I can definitely say it's definitely a really good story. I personally found this story to be enjoyable. Now, I want to say right now that, you know, I know I haven't done, too many reviews on these recent stories, but hey, I'm trying to do as much reviews if I feel like they should have reviews. So, I guess with that being the case, and with that being said, what did you guys personally think of this story? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? And also, what we have done personally to help make this story a lot better. Feel free to leave me now, which your thoughts are down in the comments below. I'm the Lion Queen. I want to thank you so much for watching today's video, and if you're new to my channel, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Ring the bell for notifications to when I uploads. That way you guys will not miss an upload. As always, if you guys want to go follow me on Twitter, link to that will also be in the About page section to my DeviantArt. Link to my Twitter account will also be there in case if you want to go follow me on there. So then that way you guys can go follow me on Twitter. If you guys want to go subscribe to my backup channel known as Miss Dark Shigo, link to that will also be in the About page section, so you guys can go and give that a go. So, I guess with that being the case and with that being said, if I'm missing something, please let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And if I'm missing something and you want to point that out, please let me know in the comments because I personally would like to hear what you guys think. So I guess with that being the case and with that being said, I will be seeing you guys all in the next video. Peace out, and like always, please roll the outro because I'm out.